Ah,
Oh,
welcome to the Nerd Bros Podcast, Episode 9.
did you hear that? You heard yourself?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
I didn't have my mic plugged in, so it was going over my computer.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck?
I think we're good.
How about now? Bro, what is going on, man? I don't know that we're ever gonna have a perfect stream without at least one technical difficulty.
Hey, we're only 9 episodes in. It's all right.
Yeah, gotta love it, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into things tonight, we're going to start off how we normally do. We're going to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for all that you have blessed us with and for all that you continue to do in our lives. We praise you for this opportunity, Lord, to have a podcast, to have fun, to be on here and just talking about things that we're passionate about. We pray, Lord, that your name will be glorified tonight and the way that Trey and I carry ourselves. We pray that you help us to just reflect you, Lord, in everything that we say, think, and do. We pray for all those, Lord, who are listening. We pray if they're struggling with something tonight, Lord, we pray that they'll turn to you. We pray that if they don't know you, then they'll come to know you. And we just pray that everybody will just continue to seek who you are, Lord, and to know you more. We pray that you bless this time we spend together. Help us to just have a good time. Help us to just make sure we keep the main thing in our lives, and help us just to just keep our foundation found on you, Jesus. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Hey, man. I had my mic turned off. I had to unmute it before I said amen.
All right, it's cool.
Let me try to get chat
Oh,
pulled up.
that's right. We got a couple minutes. What up, everybody? How's everybody's day? I think right now, I don't know if it's just me and you in here or if there's somebody else.
Well, I'm not in it yet,
Hmm.
so there's gotta be somebody.
My my assumption is probably Taya. She's probably gonna wait till we say amen. We haven't said it yet on the stream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Chat, this is going to be somewhat of a lighter pod. There hasn't been a ton that's gone on. Now, the big portion, of course, we have a lot to talk about there. And I think we left it out of the news. That reminds me, I got to chat. Look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is like the second time it's happened. Evan carried once again with the outline chat. I just want to give homie his credit.
I do want to say though, it's my fault because I was unable to meet
That's all
yesterday.
right. That's
So
not.
it's not on you. It's definitely on me.
No, that's all good, bro.
But there's something.
Yeah, I
We'll at
mean,
least have something to talk about for a bit.
that's what I'm saying. Let's see here.
But yeah, episode 9. We're
Dude,
one away
episode
from that
9,
10
bro.
mark, bro.
So what week was I missing? It would have been what?
Let me double check. I think it's 14, 13
14?
or 14.
Okay. But I mean, we're still gonna have 14. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
delayed a week.
Uh,
Although
9, 10,
we
11.
still have thrown out the idea, chat, of doing a pre-recorded pod for that week. So we could
It's
still do
true.
that.
We probably episode 13 would probably be live on that Monday, and we'd probably film maybe Friday, Saturday beforehand. When are you leaving?
Friday.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens.
Honestly, we could always do it Thursday,
This
and
is true.
I'll upload it Friday. Well, like get it, pre-scheduled.
Right for
Um,
Monday.
yeah, I mean that would work. Because I mean, that would still give us 3 or 4 days to kind of find some news or something to talk about. Hopefully, something cool drops. Then that would be pretty cool.
Honestly, depending on what they do at that point, because Marvel Zombies is coming out on the 24th. I don't know if it's going to be weekly or if it's going to be they're all showing up at once. If they all show up at once, then we're kind of out of luck. If they show up weekly, that could be something to talk about.
My thought would probably be there's only four, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine they're going to drop it at once, but then again, I could be very wrong. But
Let me know, chat, if you want to have a watch party for those in the Discord.
Do you want to do it in the Discord, or would you want to start doing it on YouTube?
What's YouTube's policy about watching stuff
Well,
straight from Disney Plus?
what you do is you use your face cam for your reactions, and you put up a timestamp so people know where you're at. Because you can't upload it straight like that. You get in trouble for that.
I got you. I was gonna say I feel like YouTube's a lot stricter for
Mhm.
stuff than just chilling. Yeah, makes sense. Oh,
I just realized I can't put the mystery segment thing on here because you'll see it.
this is true. This is true.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't forget it. Just don't forget it.
Yeah, I'm good. I won't
Well,
forget.
chat, we're gonna start off with our section like we normally do for news and rumors. So I'll take the first one, and then you definitely got the second one.
Cool.
But first off, Tom Holland says that he doesn't know how to answer about his future as Spider-Man.
That's interesting.
It is. And looking at it, like, I'm pretty sure we already know that we're getting a trilogy with him. They've talked about Kingpin and Venom possibly being the villain later on. Other villains as well. Um, we know that he'll be in an Avengers movie. I don't. I'm assuming he'll definitely be in Secret Wars. Doomsday may be the reason he's saying that. He doesn't know. Well, maybe we're not allowed to know if he's showing up.
I think that's it. I think that's it. I
Because,
mean,
like,
he randomly took a break in the middle of filming Brand New Day. Come on.
yeah,
He took a
he's filming
break to go
Doomsday.
film. Yeah, he took a break to go film Doomsday.
What's crazy too, though, is he's talked about taking another break after filming, uh, after Secret Wars is over.
In the middle of a trilogy?
My big thing is, I feel like he will definitely be showing back up. Maybe it'll call for his character to be a little bit older, and
Mm.
because he's going to be more of a mentor to Miles, so maybe that'll be him taking that break. But yeah, I found it very interesting because you got to think at that point too. He takes a break after 27. I think it's 2027 is when they finish the Beyond the Spider Verse movie that comes out. So they'll technically be allowed to start using Miles as early as 28.
Mm.
So possibly.
Older Tom, huh? That's interesting. But obviously, we know that I want Miles, so.
See, I am looking forward to Miles, but I want to make sure that they capitalize on Tom Holland as much as possible.
Agreed.
Like, even after his trilogy, I'd like to see him in other movies as well. Like him teaming up with the Fantastic Four or Daredevil or something else would be sick. I think it'd be cool.
Dude, I know who could play a mean Miles Morales, but he's
Peyton?
not an actor. That's right.
That's right.
Homie looked just like him, bro.
Peyton will be cool.
Peyton would pull it off, dog.
Tell you what, Peyton, if you try out for Miles, I'll try out for Peter Parker when they reboot him.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
down with that one. I'm literally the same exact build as the character of Peter Parker.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be
So,
sick.
another thing about Tom Holland, though. So, his future, we don't know. But he also did say recently he has been scouring the internet and sifting through comments and stuff to see what Spider-Man fans want as far as the character stories.
I saw that.
That's sick.
I think it's interesting. I feel like they should all be doing that, bro. Like they really should be paying attention to what the fans want. Because if they make something the fans don't want and it is trash, it's gonna show in the numbers. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's pretty.
I think not just Marvel. I think Star Wars and everybody else should do that as well.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, big time. With Star Wars, it would probably be if they wanted to focus on what the fans wanted. There's a lot of fans that want Legends content, like So, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
absolutely.
mean, I think that would be a great way for them to do that. Yeah.
Last thing before we go to the next one. I did not write this down, but I just remembered this. Tobey Maguire is currently in London, and that's where Doomsday and Brand New Day are both actually filming at the moment. Just saying.
Chat. Just saying, man. Yeah, that's sick. I think that was another reason that everybody thinks Tom's filming Doomsday, because he said, "I'm taking a few day break from filming Brand New Day," but he didn't leave. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
bro. There's no way he's not in Doomsday. There's no way.
I
It wouldn't
definitely
make any
don't think
sense.
he'll have a massive role.
No.
Like, I know originally they talked about him being the lead. That's not happening now. Um, I'm pretty sure for Doomsday at the moment, Thor and RDJ will have the most screen time.
Bro, Miles is in the chat.
I think they bring Miles in Brand New Day. Oh, the only reason I say I don't think that'll happen is because Sony has told Marvel, they're like, listen, you're not allowed to touch him or come near Miles until we're done with our trilogy. So that's another 2 years.
True, but at the same time, if they approve it,
I think the big reason they won't approve it is because I really think that Miles, the animated Miles, is going to come over and be a live action Spider-Man by the time it's all said and done.
oh, so you don't think we're getting a different Miles?
I think maybe somebody who, it depends. I don't think Shamik Moore is going to play Miles Morales, the guy who voices him. I don't think that.
No, I
But
don't
I
think so.
think the Miles from that universe, I think the incursion will take place. His universe will get destroyed, and he will be forced into another universe, and he will combine and be part of the MCU.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of where I think it's going to go.
All right, you ready to go to the next one, bro?
Mhm.
All right, chat. Teen Titans season 6 has been teased. First of all, I find that incredible because who did tease it? Do you remember?
Kari Payton, he used the voice of Cyborg.
Yeah. You talking about at the con?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool. But I do have a side note that's not on here. Did you hear about the guy that played Beast Boy?
Yes, I did.
I don't know how to feel about all that, bro.
That's messed up. Dude voices him for 20 years, and you're telling me he gets diagnosed with Parkinson's? Okay, you're fired.
I almost don't feel that that's exactly how it went. I'm not calling him a liar or anything, but I don't, man, I just don't see James Gunn doing something like that. You know?
I I don't know though. I honestly don't know if that was a James Gunn call
True.
or if it was just somebody up at Warner
Oh,
Bros. Call.
it was Warner Bros. That's right. It wasn't a James Gunn call. That's my bad. Um,
Because DC is under Warner Bros.
mm,
But I don't know if James Gunn's touching the Teen Titans. Pause.
yeah. I wouldn't even have thought about it if you didn't say pause. Chat, chat, I want to know. We're in episode 9. How many, does any of you know how many exact times combined we've said pause throughout these 9 weeks? That's a genuine question because we say it a
Dude,
lot.
I'm just saying. The thing is, um, the best moment was still the moment. You know what I'm talking about. That was the best moment so far, as far as
So
a
I have a
pause
small.
moment. Don't start. Don't start. We
Oh, freak, man.
honestly, maybe we should since we're a little bit thin on news.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say though. So with the Teen Titans stuff, if we do get season 6, do you think they're going to make the entire thing part of the DCU?
No,
No. Will it be
I think
considered
it'll be Elseworlds.
Elseworlds? Okay.
That's what I think will end up happening. Just because it's already an established show, I don't really see how they connect it. Especially because they are making a Teen Titans film.
A film?
It's gonna be a film.
You know what I would have
I'm
preferred?
excited. Hmm.
I would have preferred solo films first.
I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. I do know that that is a project. I think it's already being written as well.
Ooh, okay. I
But
mean,
you got to
that's
think
interesting.
too, like James Gunn's universe is already established.
Yeah.
Because like you got to think, what we didn't see the Justice Gang form. We didn't see like Superman come to Earth or anything. Like we know it happened and we know like the timeline, but we never saw the beginning of it.
That's true. It's not a bunch of origin stories. I agree.
Which I think in a way, as much as I love how Marvel did setting up each individual character to come together as a team, I still think that DC is going to do that. It's going to be like, oh, they're still setting up Wonder Woman, they're still setting up Batman and the Supes, and then we're going to bring them all together. It'll still be a Justice type thing. I just don't think that every team will be it be needing an individual thing, because I think that with them already being established, it allows you to formulate movies for other characters, like Martian Manhunter. Like we've never got a solo film about him, or
Right.
like so. I think that in a way, it being slightly different will help them.
Now, I do feel like for Justice League, we need solo movies first. Honestly, in my opinion.
I agree. We got a comment from Cam. The only person who stands alone well enough for a solo film is Robin, but the Teen Titans as a team will do significantly better than a Starfire film.
Yeah.
I agree with that take.
Yeah. I get that. I think all I was saying was like, especially for a lot of new, um, man, there's a lot of young people that don't really know a lot about Teen Titans. And I feel like getting into DC now, a lot of them would probably benefit from having solo films that are origins. But I understand with the way Gunn's doing things, he's not really doing origin stories, which I also like. So it's kind of I'm okay with doing it the way they're doing it now.
I honestly think a big reason that they're bringing the Teen Titans show back is so people can go back and rewatch that and get to know the characters so they can be excited for the film.
Ooh, okay.
That might be a reason, because how many years has it been now since we had like season 5 of that show? It's been a long time. Then they had Teen Titans Go, as we
Bro,
talked
hold
about
on.
before.
Don't be hating right now, okay? Teen
No,
Titans
it's the truth.
Go
It's
is
nothing.
good, but it's a different show. It's a different style. It's going for comedy and like just kid things. The other one's actual like superhero stuff. They're two completely different things. The Teen Titans Go hate will not be tolerated here, okay? That's all I'm saying.
They'll recognize the Teen Titans before recognizing a Starfire film, a Raven film, a Beast Boy film, a Robin film, and a Cyborg film.
Yeah, that's
True.
fair.
I would like within, because I don't know how they're planning on doing the Teen Titans as far as if it's going to be a trilogy, if they're going to do several things. I would like to have each character's backstory within those films. Not like we
Small
taking it,
small pieces.
yeah, like we don't need to have an entire origin for each one done in the Teen Titans movie. Like, oh, this is how they formed. Like, I don't need. I would like to see them as a team fighting, doing all their stuff. They're already established, but then you find bits and pieces out about their past. I think that'd be cool.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, dude, Teen Titans Go. That's definitely an area where I just,
Yeah.
bro, I'm not about that show.
I enjoy it. I think a lot of the reason I enjoy it is because I remember watching it. It was just a fun show on Cartoon Network. That's it. It wasn't meant to be serious. And dude, they still make it. Like
I
that's
know.
what he got fired from because they're still making it.
I think what hurt me is like we got rid of the OG show to replace it with that, and I'm like, this is not it.
Is that
The
what
other
they
show was
did?
so cool. I don't know exactly how long afterwards Teen Titans Go happened, but I loved the OG show. It was very serious. Teen Titans Go was made for children. There was no deeper meaning like Teen Titans did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a comic book show. It was a kids show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it.
Yeah. See, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot, but not more than the OG. Like I watched that like crazy when I was a kid, bro.
See, at least you have a sane mind when it comes to that, as opposed to other people who just can't stand the OG show. They're like, Teen Titans Go is the best thing. I'm like, no,
I don't see how you can't
no.
stand the OG. See, that's my thing. Is they're two completely different things. Like Cam said, one is definitely a kids show. The other one's more of a comic show. It's just a cartoon. So Yeah.
I do think, I know they still make this show. I feel like as a company, it would have been better to have that DOG show run longer.
Yeah. If there's
Just
more
because
stories to tell.
I don't think they were done. That's why I'm very excited though that season 6 could possibly happen.
Season 6 happening. Let's see. Season 6 happening would be very good for the show. I think it'd be very good for Teen Titans just in general as well. Especially
Yeah,
now, I think it'd grow in popularity. I really do.
they made another Teen Titans reboot. Yeah, the live action show. You talking about Titans? I didn't watch much of it. I've seen some of it,
I've
and
heard it
that
was
show was
trash.
not it. That
Yeah,
show was not it.
I haven't seen anything about it. I heard it was garbage.
It was the only place though that Kevin Conroy actually got to play a live action Batman.
Really?
He didn't have like the bat suit, but he was Batman.
Interesting. He
They
said
made
it's another
another
kid
kid.
one? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Hmm.
Well, that's insane.
Yeah, that's...
All right. So next up on the agenda, we have Marvel Rivals Season 4 is showing up this week. And Season 5 we got a tease for. So, dude, what was your opinion of the trailer for Season 4?
The trailer, I would probably give an 8.3. I thought it was pretty good. Your reaction, 11 out of 10. Phenomenal. Phenomenal reaction video, chat. If you guys haven't seen Evan's reaction video to the Marvel Rivals trailer, you got to go see it because that was incredible. I was not expecting to start it up and see my boy in a cosplay. That was crazy. I loved it.
It was a spur of the moment thing. I was in my car. I got a text from Trey, told me the trailer was out, and I knew what that meant. So I was very excited to say that Daredevil was coming to the game. So that blew my mind. I know Cam got on me about a little bit about not talking a lot about Angela. So I went back and made a video of everything we know so far about Angela. I have a reaction video about her gameplay stuff that's coming out too. But I get it. I was hyped for my boy showing up. I've been wanting him to be in the show for several seasons now.
I totally... okay, I'm going to address that in a second, Cam. But I'm going to say something first. I totally agree with Cam's point about you not talking enough about Angela. However, the Daredevil deserves the hype. And I'm perfectly okay with him getting the spotlight there. So, and yes. I think that's why they're using him in the back half of the season.
October 10th.
As for that comment, Cam, coming from you, bro, you think all my takes are rage bait. So, are you sure about that?
Just between you and I, though.
Oh.
I don't get you to rage, and you don't make me rage.
That's true. That's because you and I have very similar takes, bro.
We do. We differ on some things, like Teen Titan Go. But
and the sequels.
That's honestly probably our biggest debate on anything is the sequels.
Which my thing is like, I'm not saying that they're the greatest thing ever. I just don't think they're as bad as some people say. That's it, you know?
See, Cam says if I'm on the show, we could go viral in 2.5 minutes. That's very true, but it's because you two...
we have very different takes, yeah.
You do. See, this is kind of how every friend group of ours is. Typically, it's somebody else and Trey have very huge differing opinions on stuff. I'm always the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
Always. No matter who it is.
It's crazy, too, because you and I have the same takes, but, like, ours are close enough when they're small or when they're different. But, like, mine with some of the people, so far, like, in the deep end, bro. Like, so different, which is always fun. I will say, Cam, we have been talking about starting to slowly add guests on. You're first in line. So.
Absolutely.
I just want to throw that out there. Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a true statement. We don't rage bait a ton with each other.
No.
I've had people in the comments raging up. See, what's crazy I want to say this too. There's not a lot of people who rage about my takes. I have people rage on my own videos about Trey's takes. I'll clip stuff
Really?
from our pod. I'll clip stuff from our pod, put it on there, and people start talking about Trey's takes. So I'm like, it's so
I love
crazy.
it. I love it, bro. I'm
Oh,
with it.
I will say, I had a supporter of your Biggie Craft uh, comment on one of my videos recently.
Really?
They asked what happened to you,
Oh,
and
that's right. Because I told them about your channel. I was at
yep, they
first I
said
was like, "What?"
I did one stream with you, and they subbed, but they asked what happened to Big E, and I was like, he's working on his Star Wars channel right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, let you know when I have my remote set up at home. Me and Doug are gonna go virtually eventually as well. Love to be. Oh, absolutely, returning guest. Yeah,
Oh,
for
100%.
sure. Uh, but back to Marvel Rivals. Season 4 is Friday. Make sure you are there. I know I am going to be, and I know when it's out, I'm going to buy every skin. But we also have a tease for Season 5, and that's where it gets very interesting. Because right now, the two characters probably going to show up in Season 5 are Rogue and Gambit.
Really?
They released like the final lore card
Channing Tatum?
for Season 4. You imagine they get a Channing Tatum skin from Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh, he hold on. He's going to be in Doomsday.
That's true.
I was about to say, let's not forget.
But yeah, dude, the final lore card for Season 4, it talks about it. And I'm going to put a short out about it tomorrow. But yeah, it literally it gives away that it's Rogue and Gambit. So more X-Men are on the way.
Yeah, fair enough.
So with that being said, we at least know that Season 4 and Season 5, there's no brand new made up NetEase characters.
Have you told them what you're doing yet? Yeah, chat. Because season 4 comes out Friday. Evan's going to start streaming.
I need to. I need to. I'm going to do my best to start streaming. I have a couple other projects that are in the works right now. Only a handful of people know about them. I actually teased it in the Discord the other day, but nobody responded. I put it in the announcement thing. Nobody's paid any attention. I put two emojis in there.
What was it?
There's two emojis. One of them is a piece of clothing, and one of them is the eyeballs. Um,
Oh,
so
I know
that's
that.
in the works. That's in the works. A couple different things for the channel. I'm trying to get a schedule down as well, but
It's hard.
Streaming would be something I would like to do. Um, I'm still posting every day. It's just time wise, it's not as consistent as I want it to be. But that's on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam saw it. So let's see. What did he say? Which means we were getting a Vanguard DD and Angela the game, a DPS Gambit, and a strategist Rogue. I definitely see Rogue as a strategist. Based off of the armor that Daredevil has, I would not be shocked if he was a Vanguard. Um, he's a character that can't be a DPS. Oh, sorry, he can't be a healer. It just makes no sense. DPS or Vanguard makes the most sense. Obviously, we know what Angela is. Rogue as a healer, perfect. And then Gambit. Yeah, Gambit, I think, has to be the DPS. Fans are getting mad, though, because we keep getting DPS. I'm fine with it. I like them. Now, should we get other characters that are healers or are Vanguards? Yes. But regardless of what Daredevil is, as long as he's not, I'm cool.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, honestly, I don't really think it matters to me what they are. I'm going to try them out anyway. Like, I'm clearly, I love the game and I play it a lot because I play it with you. But I'm not, like, as locked in as you are. But, you know, I just kind of, I mean, I pretty much play with one character, chat. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, Trey is a Mr. Fantastic.
Dude, I love playing with Mr. Fantastic Boss.
Quote that. If anybody in the Discord's in here, other than Cam, or unless Cam wants to quote
like it was halfway out, and like I just had to add pause because it was too late. Yeah.
Got to play 2 this week. We all got to get a game session together. We're going to coordinate schedules, and we're all going to play.
Agreed.
Uh,
100%.
yeah. So stay tuned for Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
And check out the new short that I made today. It was a video all about all the skins that are going to be leaked, that have been leaked for the season 4. They look sick.
And you got the theme song stuck in my head. I just want to throw that out there.
You're welcome.
Banger.
What up, HD?
H Dizzle, my homie, bro. All right, chat. So
Right.
the next piece of news we got Tony Gilroy, who created Andor, and he also did Rogue One, says the future of Star Wars creators should focus on unexplored corners of the galaxy. Now, here's kind of my thought on this. The Acolyte was unexplored. Are we sure? Are we sure? Now, here's the thing. If we're talking live action unexplored, you gotta go Old Republic, dude. You've got to make stuff in the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic or just Old Republic. You got to make something in there. There's so much stuff you can do in there. Especially
I agree.
just taking bits and pieces from comics and stuff. Or the games. Or the books. Because they did all of that. I don't know, man. I think I kind of understand how people are getting a little tired of some things. Like Filoni's going back to a lot of his old stuff, but he's going back to his stuff. It's stuff he created. Kind of with Gilroy. He created Andor. I can't really be mad. You know what I mean?
I do agree with that take. I honestly, Knights of the Old Republic is probably the biggest era that we have not seen stuff from.
Anything, dude.
And like, as we
Revan
talked
is
about
canon,
earlier, yeah, Revan's canon.
but
But even if they
they
started making Legend stuff, they need to start doing Legends. I think that will save them. I really do.
yeah, Legends would be an incredible move.
Oh, she's got a question.
See, I don't know how to answer that because, like, his. Let's see how do you want me to answer this? Old Republic.
Just give him
Old Republic was a video game back in 2003. I think was the first one, HD. And then they kind of made a second one because it was a huge hit. Then they made an Old Republic game, or like a third one. The first two were Knights of the Old Republic. Then they made Old Republic.
You called him stupid?
He made me mad. Okay, it happens. I apologized. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, he apologized.
Yeah. See, come on. Yeah. And it was like 2 minutes later. I didn't let it leave. What is that? What the heck is that?
It sounds like something you'd find in Urban Dictionary.
Braden's crazy. That boy
Huh.
Pado is the number one in the chat right now. I just want to throw that out there.
That's right.
We love it. Bro, he didn't even know we did a podcast.
I sent him the
Did you?
thing tonight. Yep, I
Yeah.
let him know. I sent it to him on TikTok. Someone has tuberculosis. Up north we speak English, not that quick. Yeah, I get the Tombstone reference, HD. That's funny though. Oh my gosh, Cam. But yeah, Old Republic. Give him a timeline. When's the Old Republic, Trey?
Like, give HD a timeline?
Yeah, like obviously he's not seen the Star Wars movies, but you can tell him where they
He
are
has
in
he
place.
has seen episode 1. So episode
Okay.
1, the one that you have seen HD, it is I think a couple thousand years before. It might even be more than a couple thousand. I'm not 100% positive. But it's pretty far. The Acolyte was like a couple hundred, or maybe 100. I don't remember, man. Acolyte was kind of.
Any other era that you think that they should explore?
I'm gonna say something that kind of hurts a little bit because I do enjoy it, even though it's not the greatest. I think they need to put a stop on the sequel stuff.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
bro, and my thing is this: like, it's not that I think it's bad; it's that the majority of the fandom does, and it's not gonna help Star Wars to keep just constantly going back to it. Doing 3 more Rey films, bro. You want to do a show? Fine. Putting all that money into 3 films, I think you're looking at like doomsday level stuff where you have to make a lot of money to make a profit, and I don't know that they're gonna do it.
You gotta think though, they put a lot of money into Endor.
750 million, dude.
Dude, this is a glorious podcast. You say it for the people in the back, Trey. That's right. Yeah, I'm hyped.
Chat, I don't want anybody to think that I hate the sequels, but I'm just
I
saying,
do.
I kind of think, yeah, Evan does. Evan has no shame.
Nope, not at all.
I just don't
This is sick.
go past it a little bit. You know what I mean? And 15 years is not what I'm talking about. But
Well, 5 years is about to happen. 5 years after the sequels is where Starfighter's at.
how much is going to tie into you, though? You know, like I feel like that's the biggest question.
I think it's standalone. That's how they made it sound.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
They could be lying just to get people to come see this movie. Like, oh, it's not connected to the sequels. Then we find out the Finn's in this movie.
No, we're gonna get to the end of the movie, and he's gonna have Ryan Gosling's character is gonna have saved everything, and he's gonna be like, they're like, oh, where are you going? I'm going to see an old friend. He's gonna pull up on Ray.
Any character from the sequels that should be in that movie is Poe.
Poe Dameron. Yep, I agree.
Only one I'd be fine with.
I
It
wouldn't.
makes sense. It makes sense.
I wouldn't hate Finn, but where does he fit? You know.
He's probably like trying to find where Yoda trained or something so he can become a Jedi and he's just going to fail.
He's gonna start training, and then they're gonna skip it in the next video, or next episode. Crazy.
Cam said they need to explore all of the legend stuff because that's the only thing that they need to explore now. True. And Trey only liked the last couple episodes of Andor.
Whoa.
What is that comment?
Don't read that on the chat, please. Thank you. Anyway, listen, just ignore it. What I was gonna say about Cam's comment first. But I'm about to ban HD for that. Like that's an auto ban. That's a perma ban right there. Straight perma ban, bro. Anyway, what he said about the last couple things of Andor, that's not what I said. I literally loved a quarter of the show. That's not last couple. That's 6 of the 24. It's a quarter of the show. And I didn't say the rest of it was bad. The first 5 of this season was just of season 2. Ooh, I wasn't a fan. And I wasn't the only one. There's a lot of people with that same take, so just saying. Not that it was bad, just
I still need to watch it. I've only seen episode 1 of season 2.
Yeah.
I like season 1. Season 1 was
season
good.
One's fine,
yeah. Any more Star Wars?
Mm-mm.
All right. The last bit of news or rumors. The trailer that we got last week for Marvel Rivals was not the only one. We got a trailer for Marvel Zombies. What'd you think?
I thought it looks incredible. I do. My favorite episode of whatever that show is they made.
What if?
What if? My favorite episode of that. I think it looks pretty incredible. The trailer looks sick. Spider-Man ripping all the heads off the zombies was crazy cool. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I don't have really a ton to say, but I'm probably going to enjoy it. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Marvel Took on Fighting Souls beta? I have not watched any of the beta. The only thing I've seen for that game was a trailer. but I would love to play that game. I think I signed up for the beta. I must not have gotten it. But yeah, dude, I'd love to play that game. I think it looks sick. But Marvel Zombies, though, I definitely want to make content on it. It looks really good. I'm kind of debating right now if I want to do reviews, if I want to do breakdowns. Breakdowns are they're lengthy videos, but if that's the best option to go with, I will. Um, like I mentioned though, watch party is possibly going to happen for that show because I think it looks really good. Only being 4 episodes as well, they'll probably be anywhere between, I'd like to say, 35 to 50 minutes probably. That's probably where I think it'll go. But Marvel Animation is actually doing really well. Um, like Marvel Zombies, fire. X-Men 97, fire. What If did pretty good. There's some episodes of What If that I can give or take, and that's fine. Um, I know that they're talking about bringing back the 90s Spider-Man. That'd be awesome. And basically have Spider-Man to be like 94. Um, you'd say 25, 35 a piece. It kind of depends. Because I think some of the What If episodes, didn't they hit about?
Yeah.
So it depends. I don't really know what the story is going to entail, other than like Wanda is the main antagonist and Okoye is the second in command. I know that Thor and Wanda are going to have a massive battle, which it looks sick. Lots of new characters in this. Obviously, we see this is Simu Liu's first return to Shang-Chi since his movie. Um, we're going to see Elizabeth Olsen return after her death in Multiverse of Madness.
Did you see her picture she posted today? I figured you, if anybody, would have seen it. Yeah. yeah. I just had to bring it up for no reason.
I know she's married, but listen, you made a mistake. You have not met me yet.
Fair enough.
Anyway, but Marvel Zombies looks sick. I did see today, as far as Marvel Animation goes, I don't know if this is true or if this is just a rumor, but it seems like a Mad Titan Thanos project is in the works for animation.
Interesting. I think it'd be kind of cool.
That
What are they going to
animation's
cover?
got a lot of potential. I don't know if it'll be. I don't know. Uh, it could either be his time uh, on Titan and becoming kind of the Mad Titan and basically seeing like the entire downfall of his planet uh, and what happened to them. It could be him uh, finding out about the Infinity Stones in that. I don't really know. It could be a lot of things. King Thanos is a possibility. There's a lot of things that can.
Yeah. I forgot about King Thanos. Isn't he supposed to appear in one of these two Avengers films? I'm
I
pretty
think
positive.
if he does, it's most likely going to be Secret Wars rather than Doomsday. Marvel needs to go mostly animation, honestly. It's the only thing that they're absolutely crushing in. I think, I don't know, for a while now, they had not been doing very well. I think this year has been a very good
They
year for them. I think next year is going to be a better year, and I think 27 is going to be a very good. So these 3 years are,
telling.
yeah, obviously box office is not where they want it to be. But as far as their projects, they have been doing very good as far as what they've been releasing.
They've been
So,
making better stuff.
and I'm looking forward to see what they do with the soft reboot when it comes probably the end of 20, actually no, probably 2028. So we'll be
Yeah.
27 years old by the time the MCU has a soft reboot. Dude, it started when I was 7. 20 years, bro.
7?
2008.
You weren't even born yet.
The projects have been good, but with the box office still not trending back up, the future is grim. 27 years old, and we finally get X-Men. I did read earlier, dude, because their biggest motive for having this soft reboot is they are looking forward to finally having a universe that includes the Avengers the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man all collectively. Which, with the rumors about the main timeline right now not being the main timeline, like the timeline, like the 616 Prime, it makes sense. They're trying to get back to the Prime so then they can have everyone where they belong, and that's together in one universe.
You think they're gonna when they do that? You think they're gonna bring any of the actors back to play the characters again, like RDJ?
Some of them will come back. I don't see RDJ, to be honest. He's getting older, and
yeah.
I know they could do a lot of stuff with de aging now. I don't see that happening. I think that after he's done, I honestly, if he ends up being the main Doctor Doom, which we'll see what happens. I don't know if that'll be the case. Story. If he ends up being the main Doctor Doom in the reboot, cool. Especially if he is a good. I think regardless of how these films are going to do, I think he's going to. I really do. But we'll see. There's some characters I don't think are getting recasted. Obviously, Tom Holland, the Fantastic Four, is not getting recasted. I'm pretty sure they said that Thor will not be recasted, or Elizabeth Olsen as the Scarlet.
Hugh will still be Wolverine.
To be honest, and this is probably not a popular opinion, I love Hugh, and I love him as Wolverine. I think we need a new. I think it's time for him to put up the claws, and I think it's a new Wolverine's time.
I get both takes.
I love Hugh. Very good. Some people have said that they think that he's going to pass the torch to X-23. He's going to be the Daphne Keane. She's young.
I mean, I'd be okay with more Daphne Keane on screen, but I don't know about her being the main. Yeah. I don't know though, Cam.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people saying that he's still going to be.
Yeah, I get the joke because like the whole Tilly's 90 thing, but like yeah. Well,
what? Bro. Oh, I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying because I don't want her to be the main. Yeah, that's fair.
I think it really just depends. It depends on what story they're going to do. Because X-23 is not a bad character. But I don't know. It depends on where they're going with the X-Men.
Yeah. I get that.
I think that's all I got for Marvel Zombies, though.
I'm good, bro. This one's gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit difficult now. We're kind of getting into the back half of this. So,
this is it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no. We have next week, too.
Next week will be the last one. This is the second to last. So, for those of you who do not know, Trey and I have been designing DC Rivals. This is basically, in case this game ever happens, it's hinted at it. But we've been making a 33-man roster for the last several weeks. We each get 3 picks in our draft. We draft a character to the roster. Marvel Rivals had 33 characters when it started, so that's 3. But we're going to go back and forth with our picks. So, as a little bit of a recap, this is the current roster for DC Rivals. We have Dick Grayson's Robin, Batman, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Darkseid, Deathstroke, Bane, Reverse Flash, Lex Luthor, Mr. Freeze, Green Arrow, Raven, Scarecrow, Firefly, Victor Zsasz, Zatanna, Cyborg, the Mad Hatter, Poison Ivy, Martian Manhunter, Starfire, and the Red Hood, Jason Todd. So we have 24 characters so far. So who you going with first, buddy?
So because there was a small cameo of Batman and Invincible, can I pick Omni-Man?
No.
Oh, man, I don't... Have we... I know you just read it. Have we picked him? Yeah. Blue Beetle.
Wow. Oh, Blue Beetle be cool. Be like your Iron Man type character.
It'd be kind of cool.
I
Dude, I can
honestly
see
just,
you typing, chat. That's crazy. Literally sees Evan typing. That's nuts.
I honestly was just looking through our list. There's somebody who I think would be very cool. I'm surprised that we haven't said him yet. Um, yeah, Clayface.
Oh, how have we not?
Clayface would be sick. I think we haven't really had a character like him. I think if Marvel Rivals ever does a Sandman character, probably place it a little bit similar.
Ooh, okay.
So Clayface would be cool.
Man. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one because we still haven't said it. So, give me Beast Boy.
Beast Boy is the last of the five. We held out for a long time putting Beast Boy on here. I don't know why. We've talked about his mechanics a little bit through
Yeah,
past
I think
episodes.
it. I think it was
He can
because
work.
we don't really know how they're gonna do it if they put him in the game.
I think it has to be similar to the Hulk. Like he has like Bruce Banner, so that's like Beast Boy's main phase. And then he has when he turns into Banner, and I think that that'd be cool. You turn into like a weaker animal, and then where the Hulk has his like ultimate form, you could turn him into an even more powerful beast of whatever choice.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think what would be cool with him, I think it'd be a little bit difficult. It'd be cool if they had a set amount of beasts that he can turn into, but you get a random two each game.
Yeah.
So you never know which two beasts you could turn into.
That'd be kind of cool. So you'd have to kind of base your game based on what you can be. That's kind of interesting.
Cam says Clayface could be similar to Loki's alt too. That's true, where he shapeshifts into whatever character. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Like,
cool.
I think with Loki's ultimate ability, and if you make him, we don't have Sandman in the game yet, but kind of where he's able to morph different weapons from the clay. Clayface would be awesome. I'm really looking forward to his movie next year. By the way, I'm so excited for it. All right, so see my big thing. There's a character, and I've debated even putting him on here because we have a character like him. So I have not the character that, and this is not my pick. I'm probably not going to pick this character. But the reason why I'm not is because we have Mr. The character I'm thinking of is Captain Cold. Uh, I don't really know. He's just I don't know if we need two characters with ice powers.
Hmm.
Um, see, and then we have characters like the Joker who we've still not picked. Um, you know, have we picked this one? Because even this character who I think I'm about to pick, even this character has a little bit of a mechanic you can mess with. So, with that being said, give me Two Face.
That was one of my thoughts. Yeah, that's a good pick.
You can do so much stuff with him flipping a coin, and it can determine how your game plays.
Now I will say, while looking at our list, I mean we still have next week too, I guess. I don't. So we've completely left Joker and Harley Quinn off the list. Wait, did I say Harley Quinn last week? She's not on there.
No, she's not.
Okay, so we've left them off the list, but I really think they would probably be in the final 33. I really do. They would find a way to do it.
It depends because you can have characters who are like Doom in the game, or like how you have Null. They're
Yeah,
story characters, but they're not playable characters.
I think it's coming
The
though.
Joker, the Joker could be like the Doom of
Yeah.
this game, at least in the beginning.
So with my final pick, I was kind of trying to start thinking about characters that I feel like they will put in the beginning of the game. Um, and I'm kind of surprised we've gotten to this point and left him off, but I feel like they would put Peacemaker in the beginning of the game. So I'm going Peacemaker.
Interesting. See, I think that there's ways to put Joker and Harley in the game, Cam. It's just depending on how you do it. I definitely think they'd have a team up.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a thing. We also have not put the Penguin.
Yeah, but I just don't know how you would do it.
See, these
Like, what's he do?
he, he, I don't know, bro. He could have an army of penguins, and he has his umbrella as his weapon.
Yeah. No.
Harley Quinn's weapon would be her massive hammer. See, the Joker would have a gun, obviously, but he would also probably have a bunch of like the Jack in the Box bombs. And then I don't know. So we get one more pick. We are putting too much thought in this game. But to be fair, we're also like when we get done with our roster, we're even talking maps and game modes, stuff like that. We're talking about like in-depth like stories and
Skins.
seasons. And hopefully by the time that we get done doing everything, we can just present it to NetEase. We can get our check. And
I was about to say we want 25%.
that's absolutely true. Uh they didn't do Moon Knight having multiple personalities. They just put him in the game. That's true.
Yeah, I mean that's
But
true.
imagine how much cooler he'd be if he had multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Because I have the Moon Knight and Mr. Knight skin. Imagine when I play as Mr. Knight as opposed to Moon Knight, he's different. That would be cool. He has like a little, like maybe one or two different abilities. Rest could be the same because it's still the power of Khonshu. But I like to see his fight style change. It'd be so much cooler.
Yeah.
If NetEase can own it, then they just put DC characters maps into Marvel Rivals. True.
Yeah, but I don't see either one of them allowing that. To be honest.
Especially now that they're talking about making characters, they probably would not have the money to have Marvel and DC. Marvel versus DC rivals, that would be cool. I love the idea. I think it'd be awesome.
Imagine it's similar
So
to like Heroes versus Villains in Battlefront 2, where like you randomize your team and you're either DC or Marvel. You can't intermingle. That'd be kind of cool.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies HD. It's an animated show coming out at the end of this month. Half of them are zombies, and it's pretty cool. Um, my final pick. Give me Gorilla Grodd.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask for chat. Who? Well, everybody but Cam. Cam
He's a
probably.
villain.
Okay.
He's a villain.
Okay.
I think that. What did we go tonight? We went hero, villain, anti-hero, villain. So we have two anti-heroes in the game. We have Peacemaker and we have the Red Hood.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's our 30 so far. We got 3 spots left.
It's a pretty solid 30. You want to read it off one last time?
So again, this is our current Marvel Rivals list. DC Rivals list. This is 30 characters. We have Dick Grayson's Robin, Batman, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Darkseid, Deathstroke, Bane, Reverse Flash, Lex Luthor, Mr. Freeze, Green Arrow, Raven, Scarecrow, Firefly, Victor Zsasz, Zatanna, Cyborg, the Mad Hatter, Poison Ivy, Martian Manhunter, Starfire, the Red Hood, which is Jason Todd, Blue Beetle, Clayface, Beast Boy, Two-Face, Peacemaker, and Gorilla Grodd.
Solid list.
Stay tuned for next week for our final 3 picks.
Yep. All right. Ready for mystery segment?
I am.
Once again, chat, every week we have a mystery segment. We alternate who asks the other one a question. I couldn't actually write mine down this week because we shared our notes. So if I typed it in, he'd see it. But what I got for you is, now that we're at a brand new spot in DC, completely brand new, we only have a couple movies, we know a few projects. Give me your 3 dream projects that we could get in the DCU. Shows or movie.
And this is based on what we already have?
Mm-hmm.
Or like just, so out of all the projects
like,
that
on
have been
addition
made,
to what we have, give me your 3 dream. Yeah.
Okay. first thing that came to my mind, and I'm pretty firm on this. I would love to have a series about Arkham Asylum.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
really
Okay.
want. I want an Arkham Asylum series pretty bad. Um, it'd be cool. Even if I like Batman to be in the show, but I would like it to be more about the villains. And I think that I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. I don't know if each episode is like dedicated to a different villain. And then obviously they could still be in other episodes as like because they're interacting within the asylum. But I'd like to see the story of each character in Arkham Asylum.
Imagine
Um,
whole seasons based on each one, like 6 to 8 episode seasons.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's probably my number one project I'd really want to see,
Okay.
just because other than the games, we've had hints of Arkham Asylum in movies before. We haven't got a lot of it. I'd like to see more. Um, they were supposed to do that, and the Penguin show. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that now. I still am under the impression that it's going to merge with the DCU.
Really?
I still think the Batman universe is merging. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. Uh, but so Arkham Asylum. Uh, oh, they canceled the Arkham Asylum show. I gotcha.
But who did? Gunn?
That
Like under Gunn or?
it, Gunn could have canceled it, to be honest, especially if he was going to have something to do with it in his universe.
Right.
It was supposed to follow the Gotham PD and have Arkham Asylum as the main focus. That would have been sick, and I think that they're letting us down by not having that right now. So Arkham Asylum, I do think that I'd really like to see whether this is in a Batman film. Yeah, it probably would be a Batman film. Um, I love to see an adaptation of A Death in the Family, and I'd love to see Jason Todd and like his whole death scene happen with the Joker, and then I'd like to see the end of that movie set up him coming back as the Red Hood with the Lazarus Pit.
Interesting.
Like
That would be cool.
it depends. It depends on what they do because we don't know a lot. Because obviously, if Robert Pattinson is going to have a Robin, we don't know. We don't know about the Brave and the Bold. We don't know who's going to be Robin, especially because I think if they do a Teen Titans movie, Grayson's so it's either Jason Todd or probably Tim Drake. But if it's Brave and the Bold, Damian Wayne. So I don't really know what's going to happen. But I'd love to see, even if that's an Elseworlds film where they just make a comic to movie adaptation of that. I'd love to see A Death in the Family as live action. Um, so that's two: Arkham Asylum, A Death in the Family. So that one's tough.
I think I know something that you would love, but I don't think you're thinking about it.
I think the last thing that I would love, and this is not a film, this is not a show. I would love them to make. I don't think that they'd make full on, like, it depends on how well this game did. But I'd like to see a new game in the series for Batman Beyond. They set that up a little bit. They talked about
Ooh,
having a Batman Beyond video game, but in the Arkhamverse. I'd love that if that were to be
interesting.
a real thing. So that's my
Um,
three. I know they're all kind of Batman related, but that's where I would go.
got me. I get it. The one I was thinking for you was, I don't remember exactly the comic, but you showed me when I was at your house recently. What's that comic that you said was the greatest Batman story ever? The
Oh, the Long
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
They've made an animated for.
Really?
They've done it animated. I believe Jensen Ackles is the voice of Batman.
Was it good?
Um, as far as I remember, it's been a while since I watched it.
Was
I
it a
need to
movie?
rewatch it. It was a two-part movie. Uh, Deathstroke is the only answer. The big reason I did not say that, Cam, is because right now it is Deathstroke and Bane film is in the works. So if that is in the
That could
works,
go
I wasn't
hard,
going to
bro.
go there. which we talked about it because Alan Richardson's talked about being in the DCU, just probably not as Batman. Imagine him playing Bane.
Dude, did you see him recently?
Yeah, he's.
That dude look huge.
I think his maintenance calories right now to play Reacher is 4,000 a day.
That dude's gigantic, bro.
Yeah, it's about 4,000.
Insane.
But he's gone higher than that to bulk up. His bulk's probably upper 5,000,
I still
6,000
think he could
calories a
play a
day.
mean Batman, bro.
I,
But see,
yeah,
here's my thing. So before we go on, I saw a post about this on TikTok, and they were talking about how they believe Pattinson is going to be the DCU Batman. And somebody was
Yep.
saying that we don't want grounded Batman in this DCU. And I kind of understand that. They want more comic style stuff. I think I'd be okay with them doing another one and keeping Pattinson separate. But I'd be okay if he was the DCU Batman as well. So
my only thing about it, yeah, the first movie was grounded. He has grounded villains as well as fantastical villains. Pattinson's made it known he wants to go against fantastical villains like Mr. Freeze or Clayface, which Clayface was set in the in the Elseworld universe before it got switched over to the DCU. That's another reason. There's so many things that hint. And now you have Clayface coming out next year, which the Batman comes out the year after, but they're both filming roughly same time. Actually, no, sorry. It'll be post-production of Clayface, and then they'll go into the Batman for filming, because filming for Batman starts in spring.
So here's my question then. If they are going to make Pattinson the DCU Batman, are we getting Batman past his trilogy? I would imagine, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah. So, you think they're going to do Justice League with Pattinson?
Possibly. I watched the Escape Pod earlier today, and they did say, because that guy was fan casting his stuff for Batman, like who should be in the Batman. And he made a very fair point. If they are going to go a different route for Batman, like not Pattinson, he made a very good point. And he was like, you get somebody to play Superman. He's like, I feel like Superman, it makes the career for the actor who plays Superman. Like, you don't have to have an A-list actor. Superman makes you the A-list actor. But he's like, I feel like you have to have an A-list actor playing Batman. Because Batman doesn't make
had it so much.
Well, Batman doesn't make the person's career. The person is a great actor, and he comes in to play Batman. Because you gotta think, Michael Keaton was an established actor. He was. You had Val Kilmer, which was like the biggest craze at the time. George Clooney. Now, those movies weren't great, but they were still big name actors. Christian Bale, one of the greatest actors of our time, probably the last 25 years. Pattinson, like even Ben Affleck, they're all big actors. So that guy's take was, he was like, I think the perfect guy to play Batman would be Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal?
He's rumored. He's one of the people rumored.
What?
Jake Gyllenhaal's Batman, I could see it. I don't know how I feel.
I don't know
but
how
I think
I
he could
see
play
it.
him. I think he could play him. It'd be difficult, I think, to see him as a different role, but I think he could do it. James Gunn said his Justice League is Batman, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and Superman. So I'd say whoever their Batman is will be in the Justice League.
That's
Those
it.
are
Just
definitely
the four.
Pillars.
Oh,
I think there's going to be more than that. Those are the main pillars of the DCU. It's kind of like how, Iron Man had his own trilogy. Cap had his own trilogy. Thor had his own trilogy. We didn't have stuff for Hawkeye or Black Widow. Like, we never had a Hawkeye other than a show and then a movie.
you're telling me they may still put the Flash in it and stuff like that, but he's not going to have his own stuff?
The Flash is going to be a thing. It's not currently being worked on, but the Flash and I believe Green Arrow were two projects that they're talking about. But that's the thing too. According to Superman, the mural of the Hall of Justice, there's technically a Flash who is an established character. And that's Jay Garrick's Flash.
I'm going to let you take that one.
Cam said, just because they done something historically does not mean they can't change it now. That's true. I prefer not seeing an A-list actor. Also, Pattinson was not an A-list actor. He was that guy from Twilight. He's done a lot of bigger projects though in the last several years. He's worked with Christopher Nolan a lot. Like he's even going to be in The Odyssey next year. He's done a lot of better films since Twilight. Maybe not an A-list, but he's still a well-known actor, and he probably would be in the B-list category. Now he's an A-list because he's playing Batman.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. It doesn't have to be. I think one of the best fan casts that I've seen so far would be Brendan Sklenar. I think that would be good, but I don't know. We'll see.
Wait, the guy from Twilight is going to be Batman? It was literally the headlines. Disagree. I was saying the guy from Harry Potter.
Cedric Diggory.
That's my boy.
See, everyone was hating before it happened.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think it was, obviously now, it was not justified at all. Especially being the film that it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think regardless of who is going to be cast as Batman, unless it is Pattinson, he already is Pattinson. I think regardless of, he already is Batman. I think regardless of what happens, they're going to get hate.
Yeah.
I honestly, even Pattinson can get hate for joining the DCU because people are like, we want a different Batman. So I think regardless of who plays the role, they will be hated.
I think the best
way... I'd argue that Batman... Cam says, so I'd argue that Batman made Pattinson's career take off to the next level and made him A-list. I don't know. I think that it revitalized his career.
He was still not a nobody, bro.
Because even though the Twilight movies suck, that made him known. So I think that it revitalized his career. I don't think it made his career.
I can see that it put him up to the next level. I mean, I get that. But I agree with Evan about revitalizing instead of making it.
Name 3 movies that he was in. See, I know he was in The Elephant Man. I can't name one of the Christopher Nolan movies. I could see it, but I can't name it. So
he was in The Batman.
Yeah, The Batman was what revitalized his career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't name 3.
Dude, I've never even seen any of these. Damsel, I've heard of Damsel, but...
What's the Christopher Nolan movie I'm thinking of? That's something I want to know. Pattinson films. He was also never the lead either. He was the co-star or supporting actor. The movie I was thinking of was Tenet, which I don't believe he's the main in that one because they had John David Washington. He was still a bigger character in that film though. But yeah, he hasn't been in a lot of big name things. That's true. The Twilight franchise was the biggest thing he did until he played Batman. Yeah. But I do still think he was a known actor.
Also, by the way, if we get through the next one too early, we can end it early. Ain't a big deal.
Yeah, it's cool. But that does bring us to our final and main topic of the night. So it was a big week for Marvel and DC this past week as far as news. And this is probably, actually no, this is the biggest news that there is. That's why it's our main point.
Yeah.
Man of Tomorrow, which is Superman 2, is coming out July 9th of 2027.
Yeah, dude. We have nothing. We don't have a lot to go on. The picture was sick. That was art made specifically for that post. And I'm pretty sure it's for the movie. Those look sick, dude.
The art is phenomenal.
Yeah, the art is phenomenal. Looks pretty cool. Let me look at these notes. I want to see if you have it in here before I bring it up. um. So pretty much what I'm asking. Do you think? Because there's been a lot of speculation. Do you think they're going to be teaming up in this movie?
Probably at some point, yes.
Yeah.
Do I think that they're going to be friends? No. But I think that they're going to be forced to team up to face a
Something.
bigger threat. And with that being said, it's rumored that the villain for this film could be Brainiac.
Mm.
So, for those of you who do not know who Brainiac is, here's a little synopsis. So, this is literally from the DC database. So, Brainiac is one of the most intelligent beings in the universe. The wicked Brainiac's genius has challenged Superman time again. Superman's nemesis Lex Luthor may be the, but his intellect is no match for the alien artificial intelligence known as. Nevertheless, Brainiac shares Luthor's intense hatred of the Man of Steel, and has continued to use his 12th level intellect over the years to bring down the last son of Krypton. Originally from the planet most frequently called Kalu, Brainiac's artificial mind and body have morphed several times over the decade. But his unquenchable thirst for absolute knowledge, regardless of the billions of innocent lives which might be destroyed in the process, has made him one of the deadliest villains the universe has ever seen. For Brainiac, the knowledge he acquires is only valuable if he and he alone possesses it and no one else. Thanks to his highly advanced computerized brain, Brainiac is always 10 steps ahead of his opponent, even ones as clever as Superman. Ultimately, his inability to see beyond pure logic has always been his. But like a bad computer virus that can never be fully purged, Brainiac always manages to turn up again when one least expects him.
Mm.
That'd be a villain worthy to be in the sequel film.
Yeah, he looks like a cool villain too.
Who was the villain in the Man of Tomorrow comic from 95 to 99? Is this a trick question? Because to be honest, I have not read Superman comics. I need to. I own maybe a couple. I was genuinely asking. Okay, let me double check. You got a question, buddy?
I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea. Um, kind of like Evan, I haven't read a ton of. I actually haven't read much of Superman at all, so I honestly can't answer that question. Cam might have the answer. I don't know, but I do think it'd be crazy.
We do have some confirmed cast, though. If you want to talk about the confirmed cast,
Yeah, I can run through it. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. So obviously we got David Cornsweet, Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor. Um, how do you say that chick's name? The same chick that played Lois in the last one. All right, so I'm just gonna
oh,
say it.
Rachel Brosnahan.
Brosnahan. All right, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Isabella Merced as Hawk Girl. My girl Millie as Supergirl. And then
Yeah.
John Cena as Peacemaker for rumored, and Momoa as Lobo. It's also rumored. Um, man, you know, I think I'm a little upset that he's not going to be um, Aquaman.
See, my take on that. For one, he's very happy to be playing Lobo. Like that's the
Really?
character he wants to play more than anybody.
Well,
Two,
then that's
he don't
fair.
look like Aquaman.
I mean, I get it, but you still gotta remember that dude portraying Aquaman was the highest grossing DC film of all time, bro. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, Cam, the main villains of the 95 to 99 of Man of Tomorrow, the main villains were Lex Luthor and Cyborg Superman.
Mm.
And then there were supporting characters. Oh, no, sorry, that's not villains. So yeah, Lex Luthor was still a main villain. They could pretty much do anything. Having Brainiac in this movie, though, my only
Cool.
question, it would be very cool. And honestly, I don't think you can go too big, uh, unless you're setting up something in the future. Because obviously, I don't know how many. I think they said that they're going to do 4 for sure Superman films. Oh, that's the goal. So I feel like
4.
Brainiac, if you have him in,
That's
yeah,
it.
I think if you at least, yeah, I think 4 films. Imagine if they did them every 2 years. So that'd be what 27, 29, 2031. So you'd have 4 Superman films in 6 years,
Yeah, but your
7 years.
brother won't even be graduated yet.
He's graduating that year.
I know that
If it
year.
comes out in July, he'll be graduated.
That's true. That's great.
But yeah, bro. So Brainiac, if you put him in the second film, you wouldn't have to use him in the third film, but you could possibly bring him back for the fourth film because he's that big
Yeah.
of a villain. I think. I wonder if at any point they're going to bring in General Zod. General Zod, I don't think will be in this film,
I
but I do
wonder
think that they'll end up exploring more
at
Krypton.
what point they're gonna do Justice League, because you think they're gonna wait till the end of the 4 films?
No,
No.
honestly, this seems like it's getting the Iron Man treatment because Iron Man had 2 films before the Avengers happened.
I think a lot of it has to do with Gunn kind of spearheading the entire project. Like he's the head of Superman, dude.
Cam says Justice League will be in 5 years. Yeah,
Be fine
so
with that.
he might have 3 films beforehand, which is very
Jeez.
possible. And that's the thing. It's tentative that it's 4. That was just the main goal. After they get done with 4, depending on the direction they go in, they could do with Superman. Especially because I think David Corenswet has already made a big name for himself. I think that he's going to be a very beloved character as these movies continue. Like, dude, the hype was huge when they found out that we're getting the sequel already.
Oh yeah, massive. Twitter was going crazy.
I will say though, there was a couple comments about this getting leaked or not leaked, but announced that turned some heads. The first one, do you want the positive one or the negative one first?
Go positive first.
The positive one, Grant Gustin commented on James Gunn's announcement with like some like exclamations. I saw some. I can't take credit for this. Somebody commented on my DC update from yesterday with an amazing theory.
Uh-huh.
It's a very good chance that Grant Gustin comes back as the Flash, just not Barry Allen. They think he might be Jay Garrick, who's already established in the DCU.
Ooh,
That would be cool.
I think you need to make that into a long form video and give credit to the comment for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That could be cool.
That'd be awesome. Because I know how much people want to see Grant Gustin back. Grant Gustin as Reverse Flash? That'd be cool too,
That'd be
Cam.
cool too. That would be great.
Like, I think that Grant Gustin is going to have a part in the DCU. Absolutely. He's been in the Speed Force for too long that it corrupted him. That's a good reason. I like it. I absolutely love the fact though that Grant Gustin could be coming back to the DCU because he'd make money too. There's so many people who want him to be a part of it, but I don't know if it'd be Barry Allen. So that was the positive news. The negative news, this doesn't really affect DC at all. It kind of affects Marvel.
Really?
Somebody was not happy that Superman is getting a sequel less than 2 years Well, technically, it'll be 2 years by the time it comes out. But the movie got announced literally within months after the first one, and it comes out in less than 2 years. And
Yeah.
somebody was not happy about it. And
Well,
that
here's the thing.
actor is Simu Liu,
Who?
Shang-Chi,
Why was he not happy about it?
because his film did very good for Marvel, and he has not gotten a sequel yet, and we don't know
But it's
when it's
not
happening.
Marvel.
He's mad at Marvel because DC's handling their business so well. It's like, oh, they had a hit film and they're getting a sequel. It gets announced months after the first one, and it comes out in less than 2 years from the announcement date. Shang-Chi did very well. They have not given us anything concrete of when it's happening.
I'm going to give my opinion on what I
The only
think
thing we know
happened.
is he's showing up. Mhm.
Having it set to release 2 years after the previous one, the one that we just got, there is no possible way James Gunn wasn't already working on it. There's no. He had to have had this planned. So I don't think they were ready instantly like this for Shang-Chi because I don't think they were expecting it to hit the way it did. They were expecting Superman to do good. Let's be honest here. James Gunn
It's
was not
fair.
afraid.
It's fair. I honestly do think though that like it's with how jumbled up the multiverse saga has been, Marvel has not done very well at managing their stories.
Yeah.
As we already know too, because Doomsday is being rushed. But Shang-Chi is a character who deserves a sequel.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, he could be a character who gets his sequel maybe between. It doesn't make the most sense to put his sequel between Doomsday and Secret Wars because there's going to be another Marvel film between them. Most likely, I think, is Doctor Strange.
Mm.
But Shang-Chi should get his sequel by 2028. But thinking about that, think about like what? It was 2022, 2021? Yeah, 2022 when Shang-Chi came out. So you're telling me he has to wait 6 years for a sequel? Now I know he'll be in Marvel Zombies voicing him. He'll be in Doomsday and Secret Wars most likely playing him. But to have another solo film taking that long is ridiculous.
I get it.
So I get his criticism
Mm-hmm.
and I get why he's mad, but DC they've got it mapped out. They're doing very well, and I think that that's a big reason why they're going to succeed early because
Yeah.
they have a plan. Marvel had a plan. Right now, Marvel has a plan, but it's more like 5 to 7 years from now, and right now,
Yep. I do have a small thing that I thought of. I know who could play a good Flash.
Hmm.
Jim Parsons.
are you talking about Shelton?
That's right, baby. It's the GOAT, chat. Jim Parsons. That's the Flash, chat. I can't believe you knew who that was. I will give you props for that.
I know who he is, even though I don't watch the show.
I'll give you props for that. That was impressive. Now, I'm not going to
I'm
sit
gonna
here
lie.
and say that the guy that played Howard Wolowitz should play Batman. I'm not going to go there. But,
Yeah, I think the only times I've ever seen that show is when I've been at your house.
dude, it's a banger, dude. I kind of
That's a
want all
pun.
of the Funko Pops of theirs that are them dressed up as DC characters. Those would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they're
You totally
expensive.
just made a pun.
What?
You said that show's a banger.
That's right. I did. That's fact.
The Big Bang.
The Big Bang's a banger.
So we've talked about the cast. How you feeling? I don't watch Peacemaker, so I don't really know. I think John Cena showing up, it'll make sense because they've said that a lot of season 2 is going to lead into Superman. So I don't really know. Maybe it'll lead into Supergirl. I don't really know yet. And then Lobo, I don't know much about Lobo. I know a lot of fans love Lobo, Jason Momoa, and it's probably going to be the first thing that he appears in. But other than that, don't know too much.
It's interesting. I mean, I think the cast sounds fine. I don't have any problems with it. Of course, I'm happy that Millie's in it. But
We got some heavy hitters too, though. Like you got to think, like most likely, I don't know if they're going to end up bringing back Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner. Um, if it makes sense if they're bringing back Isabella Merced, I just don't know yet because the Justice Gang should be a part of it. I feel like, but maybe not. because it was a big focus of the last one. Then they do want to bring in different supporting characters. So if that's the case, I get it. I do think I need to read this comic run though.
Mm. Dude, there's a lot of comic runs I need to read, bro.
Yeah, we were just talking about this.
The problem is, I'm never gonna get around to reading DC or Marvel stuff. Yeah, how much stuff I gotta read, dude? Especially for content, dude.
That's why I just pick a character, dude. Like I've read a very good portion of Spider-Man. I've read Daredevil, and I've read a good portion of X-Men. That's
I will
mainly
say there are some Batman runs I want to read. There are of course Spider-Man. I want to.
read that.
I do what? Oh yeah,
I've read Batman.
I've read a couple Batman. I really want to get all of the Invincible comics. I'd love to read those. And then of course all the Star Wars stuff. There's so much, dude. Between Legends and canon, I'm gonna be here forever reading the comics off Marvel Unlimited, bro. It's insane. It's insane.
Cam says Lobo is basically a heavy metal looking alien mercenary bounty hunter. Cool. He sounds dope.
Depends on the comic, Cam, but yeah.
As far as this goes too, though, we have a little bit of crew. I know that Gunn is, we already talked about him writing it. He's currently finished it. It's now just being deeply edited and polished.
Yeah.
But the script is done as far as base script.
See, that's kind of what I'm saying. There's no possible way he wasn't working on that. There's no way, dude.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. He has a plan. That is what we want. We want to know that you had a plan going into this. We don't want the sequel treatment and to get, okay, well, you know what? Let's just pick a new director to do the second one. I'm glad he's got a plan and he's sticking with it. Fine with that.
Right. Like, I'm happy that he is directing this movie again. He's producing this movie again. They had the same exact cinematographer coming back as well, who did Superman, but he also did Guardians 3. So I think that's good. I think the cast and crew so far is promising. I think that it's a very big setup. But there is something, I put that down towards the bottom. It oddly comes out 3 months ahead of the Batman Part 2.
Say it again?
I said this film, it oddly comes out like 3 months before the Batman Part 2.
He gonna show up?
There's so much stuff that's pointing to him possibly being this Batman dude.
Yeah.
Like I think that he possibly could have a cameo at the end of this film. I think there's a very good chance that Robert Pattinson. My big thing.
You cut out.
I think there's a very good chance that he'll be in Clayface next year. With that being said, if he is in Clayface, I don't. But imagine this. Imagine Superman, Man of Tomorrow comes out. A few months go by, October rolls around, and we get the Batman Part 2. And imagine there's a post-credit scene with David Cornswell as Superman.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get Pattinson, maybe. Because if we don't get Pattinson in Clayface, then I think that that's the way they're going to do it. They'll bring Superman as a cameo in Batman.
What are the chances that you think we get Batman vs Superman in the DCU?
I don't want it.
No?
I don't want a carbon copy of the DCU.
That's fair. They played an ad on my screen.
Yeah, I don't want them to make a bunch of repeats. That's why I'm happy that Superman was a lot more refreshing than Man of Steel. They were different. There's similar aspects, but they were different films. But yeah, my thing is too, the reason about Clayface, there's a lot of sets and there's a lot of different scenes and like as far as like props and everything, and they all look so similar to stuff that was on the set of the Batman. Like they're filming at the same courthouse that was used in the Batman. They're filming like they have like a newspaper And on the newspaper, it's the same exact type of font and everything that it was in the Batman. Like, there's a lot of things that point that Clayface is part of that universe.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it would make sense if they bring him in. I really do. But
I think a lot of it's pointing to that, especially when they started talking about Robin.
Mhm.
Like, I think that
and Brave and the Bold.
I don't think there's going to, yeah, I don't think there's going to be two Robins. Like,
No.
you could do it, I guess. You could do it, but and
You
the fact
could,
that James
but the
Gunn was
timing just seems interesting. It doesn't make
and James
sense.
Gunn was very quick to not. It was like, oh yeah, we're not. That's not true, and
Yeah.
because they're going to have a Robin in their universe. So, I also saw that Matt Reeves is actually producing one of the DCU shows, the Dynamic Duo, which is animated with it's about Dick Grayson and Jason Todd being Robin at the same time. They're both training with Batman.
They might be doing it, man.
It will
I
have
will say, when the time comes that it gets announced, that's probably going to be our big topic on the pod for sure. And we can probably run through a good hour probably talking about it because you know how me and you like Batman, bro. Especially if they
absolutely.
announce that it is going to be Pattinson. We'll have a lot to say. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I don't know how they're going to reveal it. It could be revealed next fall in Clayface. It could be revealed as early as July of 27, or it could just be revealed in his own. Or they might wait completely after we get the Batman Part 2 to. There's several routes they could take.
I think both of them were 3, Cam. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ev.
Because Batman was what in his first 5 years, and Superman was in his first. I believe Batman just finished year 2.
Oh, okay. So he's going
Superman.
into 3.
Yep, so he's going into 3, and Superman is in 3.
Oh, so Batman was year 2. Ooh.
Yep,
Okay.
year 2 Batman. Which that's exactly why I would have loved for them to do a thing, because that's literally year 2 Batman. Like, oh, that's such a good story. If they would make that into a film, I'd love. Like if they took Robert Pattinson and they just did a long Halloween film, which comes out in October, it'd be awesome. That'd be phenomenal. In my opinion, greatest Batman story of all.
That is something we've discussed, Cam. It doesn't make sense.
See, it's true because if Pattinson's getting a Robin and he's doing Brave and the Bold, it can't be Damian. He's not going to have a son that young. So, with that being said, I think if it's Pattinson's universe does get a Robin, if that is true, then the two that make the most sense is either Dick Grayson or Jason Todd. I think both of them fit very well in that gritty time. Brave and the Bold, I feel, unless they just completely change the story and not do Damian Wayne, which would be strange, I don't think it makes sense. Yeah. But the DCU doing a story, even though it's animated about Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, that's kind of different.
Yeah, I'll be honest, bro. I'm just excited for more Batman. I'm so ready for the Batman Part 2. Like, they're taking forever,
bro. We have, what is it? About 2 years and 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks until that film shows up.
Lanterns could be exciting.
And you will be 27.
Yeah, Lanterns could be exciting, Cam. Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
That comes out the spring? I think it's the spring.
You know what I'm excited for? Let's see if Evan knows. And I'm not talking about Ahsoka. Just because I know that was going to be your first guess. What am I excited for, Evan?
With the Mando and Grogu movie?
I mean, yeah, but that's not my answer. Before that. Come on, you got it.
Oh, Maul.
Yes, sir. The Darth Maul show. What I need to do is cover every single Darth Maul comic leading up to that.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I need to do that. There's a decent amount of Darth Maul comics.
I think, because I am excited for Marvel Zombies, but as far as stuff, because see, Lanterns comes out in spring, Maul's coming out earlier the year. The thing that I'm the most excited about is Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Yeah,
as
that
far
could
as
be cool.
shows and early.
Ooh, but you're also forgetting X-Men.
Like, oh, dude. Yeah, but I don't have an exact time frame.
Oh,
I just think it's between spring and summer of next year.
same with Ahsoka. My guess is August for Ahsoka, but I could be very wrong. Maul is probably going to come out early spring, be my guess. Because I'm sure we're going to get something. See, that's the thing. How many episodes do we think we're getting from Maul? Dude, if they come out with something like 6, I'm going to be mad, dude.
I think it's going to be between 6 and 10.
Well, animation, they've been doing about 12 to 16. So that's my guess. If we get 16 30-minute episodes of Maul, I'm fine with that. Especially because we're getting
That's
Darth
8 hours of content.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I prefer the 22, 25 route, but they're not going to do that ever again. So
He's even more excited for Christmas, though.
I think that was
Yes,
that meme.
Trey's very excited for Christmas.
Dog, I'm always excited
Yeah.
for Christmas. Oh, I thought of something because I've changed my setup and I'm in here. Right there.
Star Wars tree.
Yeah. My Star Wars tree, baby.
That's
right.
it.
Chat, I got so many Star Wars ornaments, it's crazy. Ooh,
I'm currently looking into.
That could be a cool video.
Yeah, decorating
Like
your Star Wars
Christmas
tree.
time, like show everybody all my ornaments because I got a lot. What were you gonna say? My bad.
I'm like very much debating trying to find a good company that makes neon light signs and getting a sign put right here. I'd like two of them. I'd like a Nerds of the Multiverse, and I would like a Nerd Bros podcast.
Nerd Bros be sick.
Put that here.
Yeah.
Right there.
See,
That's
my problem is if I was going to do that, I'd put it there above my bed because there I'm putting my official movie poster of The Phantom Menace. Yeah. That has to be in my setup, bro. It's the one from the theaters. Come on, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would have got one for Revenge.
Changing the room.
Say again?
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I said I'm kind of debating changing the room around the decoration.
Ooh, what do you think about doing?
I don't know. Like I can move stuff like that, but I have several popcorn buckets that still need displayed. I need to get shelves. I got a couple different posters that I'd like to put up.
I have to paint first before I do
comic.
anything crazy.
Yeah, I got several things that still need displayed.
I mean, I still have the football field. You can kind of see it. Football field, gold and blue, Ram stuff everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I think I've said all my piece, bro.
Yeah, I think we talked about pretty much all that we could have talked about as far as this movie so far. Granted that we've had less than a week the announcement, and that's a pretty decent amount of information.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I will say something that I think you need to do that is it's a lot of work and I know it is cuz I've been doing it myself. You need to start clipping, bro.
I know. I still am working on episode 1. I started clipping.
I'm
I
through
got
one.
some stuff done from it.
Yeah.
But I'm finishing up episode 1 still.
Yeah. I'm finally through one, but even 2, I'm through half of episode 2 and I have 14 shorts, bro. Like and I only post those once a day. So it's going to take me a while to catch up, dude. It's crazy.
Cam suggests yellow pop. All right, I'll look into yellow pop for signs.
Oh, that's sick. Whatever you do, we need to come up with a logo for Nerd Bros first.
That's true.
Because when we do, we both need one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both need to sign for sure. All right, chat. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 9. Episode 9 is still crazy, bro. I cannot believe that. We're flying.
Next week is double digits.
We're flying through it. Evan, what's your sub count approaching? You hit 1.3,
My sub
right?
count. Yep, I hit. Right now, I'm at 1304.
We are rapidly approaching 700 on my channel, chat. So if you guys are watching the playback and you haven't subbed, subscribe to the channel. Sub to Evan's channel, of course, down below.